I need it.
You don't need it.
It's garbage. I need it.
So I cannot be the only one who wants to square up with some of these people on Hoarders. They'll have a whole team of people trying to help them and still call you a stupid bitch because you threw away an expired coupon. And I know these people are troubled, so I try to have some patience and understanding. But sometimes it's hard to tell who's the real piece of trash in the scenario. Is it the moth-eaten lampshade, or is it the hoarder yelling at everyone?
Can I go through that slimy pile of garbage right there?
Hell no!
Sometimes it's hard. Matter of fact, this particular hoarder thinks you're the lazy piece of shit.
To go forward, you have to look at you.
Shut up, Tony. I am here.
Again, I will call bull.
You will not.
Or what?
You
what are
will
you
not
gonna do? Run
talk
away
to me
again some more?
Get this
You
car
can't
out
even
from
go
behind-
anywhere.
That's right, she looks down on all of you peasants from her garbage pile, and the sight of a trash can sends her into a rage.
Show for the class.
So much is wasted in America. I don't even have a clue what I'm walking on. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know. What are you thinking out there, people?
This high horse hoarder is named Jerri, and she's from an older episode of Hoarding, Buried Alive. Now, on the surface, she looks like a regular old Karen. She's in at least 5 different MLMs and has like 10K worth of credit card debt, but she's actually something way more dangerous. A narcissist. Allegedly. And in today's video, I am breaking down every scene from this wild ass episode so you can see for yourself. Now, all of you clean households will never be better than Jerri. So if you're new here, my name is Momo, professional internet menace, and my job is to say all the shit that everyone else is too afraid to say because it's not nice. Well, your paycheck isn't so nice either, but I'm not judging. Now, if you like that kind of commentary, please go ahead and subscribe and like the video, because if not, my manager Nova is coming for those cheeks. Now, without further ado, let me tell you the tale of Jerri from Hoarding, Buried Alive. So the very first thing we see in a Hoarders episode is a nice Florida beachfront fucking condo. We see this older lady cleaning up some nice bougie condo, and she's scrubbing every little stain out of the counter. Then she takes an electric toothbrush and gets all in the cracks and crevices and shit. And I'm like, what fucking show are we watching? And who the hell is this fairy godmother looking bitch? Looking like she works at Hogwarts. Looking like she hates muggles. We learned that this lady's name is Jerri, and Jerri has been living in her little Florida beachfront fucking condo, keeping it all clean and conditioned and coordinated.
For retired model Jerri, cleaning her Florida beachfront condo is the highlight of her day.
It makes you feel normal, and it is the first time in so many years that I could find peace and quiet, and, you know, I can come in here and shut the door and just roll around and be happy.
But Jazzy Jerri over here has a dirty little secret. Literally. This is all just a cover-up. Homegirl has a whole entire other house, okay? A whole other estate that is just filled to the brim with her hoard.
I'm an environmentalist. So many of these things are usable items that I wanted to give to somebody. And I collected faster than I could give away. What went on in there? It's driving me crazy. I mean, you may see a lot of trash now because a lot of it's been walked on, stepped on, thrown around, and broken. But it wasn't like that when I picked it up.
Oh, yeah. She abandoned the house she hoarded up and fucked up and went to live somewhere else. Now, I bet none of her rich Florida beachfront friends over there know that she's living a lie. Now, here's the situation. Jerri has an adult daughter who is engaged and 5 months pregnant. This was the daughter's childhood home, and she now really wants to raise her new family in it. Only problem is that the house is hoarded to high hell. When I tell you trash is piled to the damn ceiling, trash piled up higher than your property taxes, higher than the U.S. national debt. You can't even imagine what the carpet looks like, okay? Now we see the pregnant daughter entering the premises with a respirator on. And behind her is this bald, beautiful man that looks like he knows a lot about the stock market. This is her fiance, Tony. And I'ma tell you right now, Tony is my boy. That's my boy right there. I call him Tony the Tiger, baby, and you'll see why here in a hot minute. Now, Tony the Tiger made his fiance put on that respirator because he knows what kind of atrocities lay in the house, and he wants to protect his woman and his baby. Tony said there are rats, rodents, and rot all up in that house.
There is rodent feces and rodent urine, as well as cat and whatever else has made its way into that house.
Unbelievable.
The rats have pee-pee, poo-pooed all over the place. And this girl is trying to climb over all this shit, exploring what used to be her childhood home. I mean, it's so packed you could play Where's Waldo in this bitch. They traverse upstairs the best way they can, where they discover that the house also has water damage.
You see the water damage, babe? This is my room.
And you can see the water damage all the way down through the ceiling.
I mean, look at the whole ceiling is like peeling off.
Now, I just moved into my first house as an adult, and I know that water is the enemy, okay? Water damage equals wallet damage, all right? You might as well kiss your paycheck goodbye. Now, this house is clearly busted and disgusted, but the daughter wants the house so bad that she wants her and Tony to try to clean it up and raise their family there. Tony is like, look, there's water damage. It needs serious renovation. Plus, he casually mentions the $250K mortgage.
You're talking about a major renovation. Floor to ceiling, wall to wall, with the mortgage, $250,000. I'm torn. Is this even something that I want to take on?
250 bands? Oh, hell no, man. And you can tell Tony thinks this is a bad idea. But then wifey starts crying. So he's going to go along with it because it's what wifey wants.
I see it's a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work. I just want to salvage something.
And I'd like nothing more than to bring this house back to what it was, because it's a beautiful piece of property in a beautiful place.
You know, this is 10 years of just hoarding. 10 years she's been left alone to do this.
We need to get this cleaned up. Everything needs to be gutted.
Meanwhile, Jerri is just over here claiming that she wants this house off her back so she can live her best life in Florida in her beachfront condo, going to brunch with all her beachfront condo friends and shopping at Lululemon, thinking she can outrun her demons like they ain't gonna follow her. She says she knows it bothers her daughter, but you can't tell Jerri what to do. All you can do is make suggestions. You can drop it in a suggestion box, but no one can tell her shit.
You can't tell me what to do. You can suggest, you can educate. But walk in and tell me to throw it all away? You're wasting your breath. It's never gonna happen.
Jerri is over here laying out on her balcony sunbathing with the dog. She's living it up. All she's missing is a frozen margarita and a 10 milligram Valium. Meanwhile, the daughter is at the home sobbing because of what her childhood home has come to and the state that her mother was living in. And that's when I knew that this lady was going to be a piece of work. But even I wasn't prepared for the crazy that lay deep within the Karen. Thus, this is where our story begins. Jerri obviously agreed to do the show and go along with the cleanup, so she agrees to revisit the house for the first time in like 2 years. She's walking through, and homegirl is just shook to her core at the condition of the place.
According to Jerri, the home is worse than she left it, and must have fallen victim to vandals, thieves, or both.
When I first went into the house, I went into shock. sunk into depression just by looking at it. It was hard. You know, you could maneuver through. It wasn't a big path, but, you know, it wasn't like this 7-foot mound we have here. And there's no way to walk through here unless you just walk on everything now.
According to Jerri, she did not leave the house in such perilous conditions. Oh no, she had this all coordinated and organized. She claims that a bunch of hooligans came up in there and ransacked the place and stole some of her paintings and curtains and shit off the wall.
Took my antique mirror, they've taken my art off the walls, all the curtains are ripped off. I don't understand. None of this was like this.
Now, Jerri admits she's a recovering hoarder. She said her intentions were to give away all this shit for charity because she is a quote-unquote environmentalist. But wait, there's more. She then goes on to say that waste is a sin and that us Americans need to get off our lazy, fat, sloppy asses, go out and start collecting trash like she has done.
I started it out as charity. I'm an environmentalist. So many of these things are usable items that I wanted to give to somebody. And I collected faster than I could give away. So much is wasted in America. And to me, it's a sin. Get off your laziness and clean something up that can be given away.
That's right. We're all just some stupid, uneducated, no Florida beachfront having motherfuckers. We're uncultured swine for not doing what she does. Oh, fuck all the way off, you uppity fake heifer. You lint liquor. She doesn't even know what the hell environmentalism really is. She just gave herself that label because it sounds so high and mighty. Now, we're the silly, stupid ones because we don't hoard meaningless garbage so we can get an ego high out of calling ourselves an environmentalist. She's like, I wish I could excavate a landfill.
I wish I had a landfill I could excavate. You'd be amazed at what'd be in there.
Bitch, what do you call this? You made your own landfill. You DIY'd that shit. Now, the daughter Tracy explains that her mom wasn't always like this. Matter of fact, back in the day, her mom, Jerri, was the bee's knees. She was a successful catalog model and a physical therapist. Then they show some old school throwback pictures of Jerri back when she was in her prime, back before the evil caught up with her and ruined her skin.
It's hard to talk about our relationship because there hasn't really been one. But she was successful. She was a model for numerous big name companies. She was a physical therapist. I mean, she was at the prime of her life.
But then her husband passed away, and it was all downhill from there.
Things began to change 2 decades ago, after Tracy's father suddenly passed away, leaving Jerri a single mother.
I think she just reached her breaking point, you know? And slowly, each and every room just started to get more and more full.
Which is obviously very sad and all, right? I see how that can lead someone to hoarding. But I don't think the problem that is Jerri started when her husband died. I think Jerri was always Jerri, okay? Which is the larger problem here, in my opinion. However, she is still sticking to the story that someone came and tossed the place, okay? She was robbed, bamboozled. Her house was hit for a lick, and she's a victim in all of this.
Why would they do that? Why would they just toss them? I don't know. See, I had art here. They took the most valuable one. This was it. This was it. I never expect anybody to rob me. Look at what is with the light fixture.
Now, I'm not a hooligan, okay? I know I act like a hooligan online sometimes, but I don't do hooligan shit. But if I was a hooligan, I'm not busting in this hellhole for a damn painting. I don't care if it was the damn Mona Lisa, okay? I'm gonna catch rat lungworm disease up in this bitch. I don't know if this is true, but I really think Jerri was just making that shit up because she was embarrassed about the way she left her home. Because she knows how bad it looks on national TV. And as we go along in this episode, it became very apparent that Jerri likes to feel that she is above others. And because of that, Jerri is very worried about her appearance and reputation. Like the idea of a robber was gonna make her look better. Bitch, there shouldn't have been this much shit for a hooligan to ransack in the first place. Jerri says that she absolutely despises it when other people try to tell hoarders just to throw away her stuff. I mean, it just makes her absolutely furious. She just wants to pop him straight in the mouth, you know?
So I will have to go through. That's the biggest thing with hoarders too. People want you to box it up and throw it all out. It's never going to happen. That is the stupidest statement anyone can make to a hoarder. I mean, I want to bop them in the head when I hear this on TV. It's like, what are you thinking? How dare you? These are my treasures.
I mean, how fucking dare you? These are my treasures, my beauties, my source of evil power. So this whole situation has caused a big rift in Jerri's and Tracy's relationship. Tracy said anytime she tries to talk to her mama, she storms off and just refuses to engage in an adult conversation.
I'd love to be able to just address it and put it all out on the table and figure it out. But I can't. She gets very defensive and she just disappears.
I'm not mad. I'm just gone. That's my favorite line. I'm not mad. I'm just gone. Leave me alone.
So now the psychologist gets in the mix, all right? And they decide to have a family meeting about it. Tony, Tracy, and Jerri are all sitting there and the psych is supposed to be supervising. So they're talking about getting the house fixed up, and Tony speaks up to say that even though getting the house fixed would be great, the most important thing is healing and repairing the relationship between Tracy and Jerri. And Tracy starts tearing up again.
I think the most important thing at stake here is Jerri's relationship with Tracy and Tony and her new grandbaby that's on the way.
Well, I really appreciate you all being willing to get together and talk about this as a family. I know what you want to do, Jerri, is to be able to give the house to Tracy and Tony. And we need to have some ground rules about when that will occur and how that will happen and make sure everybody's on the same page.
I think we're putting the cart before the horse, so to speak. Yes, Tracy would like to have her childhood memories. Yes, Tracy would like to have a house. And yes, we would like to have a secure place. But more importantly, I know in her heart that she wants her mom back.
And Jerri just freezes the hell up. She's like, oh, this motherfucker is making me look like a bad mom. So Jerri just kind of refuses to own up to her shit, and Tony, smooth as butter, casually spills the tea about some 5 storage units or something like that.
It's not about cleaning out the house. It's about you getting better and you being on the road to recovery and you guys being able to be totally honest with each other about everything.
I didn't know we weren't.
I'm not...
Jerri, where are all 5 of your storage units? You won't divulge that information to anybody.
Storage units? You mean to tell me that this shit is just the tip of the iceberg? That she got hoards in different area codes? Someone stop this witch. So the exposure of the storage units immediately sets Jerri off, and this woman completely snaps.
What is wrong with you people? I have to focus on this. You are overwhelming me. I have to stay tuned in and focused, and I will not be humiliated on TV.
Now, she was already looking bad and batshit, and Tony just did the equivalent of snatching her wig on camera. So she tries to shut the whole conversation down by throwing a damn tantrum, all because she can't control the narrative.
No, it will not be brought up. I do not want a
important
discussion
than our
about these sheds anywhere.
Will you
Okay,
stop?
hang on one second. I had already warned them all. If they kicked me off, I was out of there and they wouldn't find me. Keep this up with me, I will go away and I will not come back.
You're the one that won't go forward. To go forward, you have to look at you.
Shut up, Tony. I am here. I am
You know
doing
what, Jerri?
this. I am
Not
working.
shut
Guys,
up.
this isn't
Not
working.
shut up.
This isn't
Again, I will
working.
call
This
bull.
isn't working.
See, I was about to hop through the TV and put this heifer in her place, but Tony did it for me. Jerri realizes she has lost control, so she runs away, which is apparently her usual MO. But Tony, being the tiger he is, confronts her and goes after that hoe. Now they're going at it, the psych is trying to intervene, Tracy's crying, stressing out the damn baby and shit, and it's just chaos.
I am here. I am
You know
doing
what, Jerri?
this. I am
Not
working.
shut
You
up.
guys, this isn't
Not
working.
shut up.
This isn't
Again, I will
working.
call
This
bull.
isn't working.
Not shut up. I'm not going to sit here and watch her invest all of this time and effort for you to act like a child and walk away. Listen to me.
Now
I
you
don't give a
listen.
I've
When
listened
I
to
say
you.
this,
I've listened to you.
You will
I'm
not
done
talk this
listening.
way. You will not.
Or what?
You
what are you
will
going to
not
do? Run
talk
away
to me
again
this.
some more?
Get this
You
car
can't
out
even
of
go
my-
anywhere.
Please make him
Please
go
stop.
away.
Please stop, because this is not
Get
going to
him
work.
off of me.
I'm concerned that everybody's mental health around this entire situation could be in jeopardy.
Now, I will say that going after Jerri was probably not the best idea technically, but I get the frustration. I get why he did it. Now, if it's true that Jerri is always running, that means she constantly gets to avoid taking accountability. And she's not willing to face the truth, even if it means her daughter continues to suffer. And every time, Tony is probably left picking up the pieces and seeing the pain that it's causing his fiance. And when your loved ones are hurt, sometimes you want to get crumb. So Jerri's in the house having a complete meltdown over the fight.
I cannot. You do this, I want to go home.
I
and
know.
go to bed.
I know.
collapse.
I know you want to give up.
Truly.
I know.
No. Truly, physically, I can't move. I can't go.
I know.
will have to go home and go to bed.
Unless she gets better, this is all for naught.
She's the one that started screaming and shit. You just thought no one was going to step to your wicked witch of the West ass. That's your problem. And Jerri says her line was crossed and her rules were broken. So anyone who breaks her little imaginary rules, she leaves. And she keeps saying, I'm not mad, I'm gone. Bitch, what the fuck was all that then? You acted like Tony splashed some holy water on your ass. And we're going to see as we go along this episode that Jerri is a very angry old lady, okay? She gets triggered over anything. And all that stress and anger has aged her. Looking like she's about to give Snow White some apples. Who's the fairest of them all looking bitch? So the psych talks to Tony and Tracy, and Tony is just standing there looking defeated. He looks so damn done. He is like, you know what? Yeah, I'll keep my mouth shut, but when shit hits the fan and that bitch starts spinning out of control, don't come looking for me, because I ain't in it.
She's got to really work this program, but this is the first step. She is going to respond the best if you guys can love and support her, and let me kind of be the one that's going to be the driver. Like, you got to do this. Yeah. Because she doesn't respond well when you guys do it. Do you think you could sit there for me to set some rules up for tomorrow? Just tell me honestly, it's fine.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I came into this and I said I would do whatever it takes, and I'll do whatever it takes. I'll try and keep my mouth shut.
Jerri comes back out, and after her hoarder hissy fit, she's ready to make amends. Now she's bent over with her ass all up in the shot, all in Tracy's and Tony's face, blowing her hot breath all over them. Jerri explains that it was just a little spat, but if Tony decides to make that a habit, let's just say the engagement would be called off.
If Tony did that to me on a regular basis, I would make him go away.
So the whole time Jerri is up in their face, Tony is just completely disassociating. My boy done found him a pencil somewhere among the hoard, and he's just over there doodling. He is completely checked out. And I believe this is because he is now realizing that this is going to be his mother-in-law for the rest of his days. And it's too late to run now. You already got a whole family downloading, okay? You are locked in. So they make up and agree to move forward as long as Jerri gets to do things her way. So before the haulers come to scrape this house, the show brings over a professional organizer to assess the situation. And as they are traversing and hiking through Mount Neverest, Jerri doubles down on her ransacking story. She swears that she had everything tidied away and organized in boxes, and the organizer is just sitting there looking concerned and confuddled.
I had a clock here and a bar there and Artem antique mirror on the wall there. They got that. Every time I walk through here, I want to howl. You know, and it goes that way. It's this way throughout the house. I don't know what they were doing. But whatever, we just, you know.
So you didn't do this? Somebody else did?
No. I have everything in boxes.
So I wonder how it got this way.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Y'all, why does the organizer look distraught? The organizer knew what was about to go down. Anyway, it's now immediately time for the haul away. It's raining, and I would have taken that as an omen to stay my ass home. So everyone meets up and the organizer is trying to do her thing and go over the ground rules. And all of a sudden, Jerri interrupts this lady and just goes into some fucking TED talk about how she wants everyone laughing or else.
First and foremost, I want everybody to be safe. It is raining, it's slippery. We also want to be respectful.
Just a moment.
Yes.
Please laugh. It's really okay. I'm sure there are bizarre things and it might lighten us all up. I wanted to laugh about the insanity of what's in there sometimes. I'm sure there will be bizarre things, so please, that one's okay. You know, don't be critical, but you definitely can laugh.
First of all, ain't nothing funny about this but my commentary, bitch. And second of all, why do you always have to dictate everything, you high horsey heifer? So they get started. My boy Tony says his goal for the day is just to shut the fuck up and mind his business. He's going to do what he's told, and he is not going to tiger up today.
My goal, after I learned my lesson during the therapy session, is to be a robot. That's my goal, is point, click, and like watch him go.
So they're sorting and such, and Jerri might as well have a hard hat and a clipboard the way she's managing everything. She also mentions that she wants any metal recycled, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. Is that all trash?
No. But from the black bags to here, we know is trash. You know.
Is that for recycling?
Yeah, here.
Okay.
Just metal.
Okay, and this is obviously
trash here.
metal recycling?
Some of it is.
They're finding all kinds of crazy shit on this property, by the way. At one point, Tracy gets scared by a big-ass roach, and Jerri just straight up calls her a wuss.
You wuss.
Oh, but I bet you would react the same way if you saw the roach in your beachfront fucking condo. There's also rats starting to come out, and apparently they ate all the damn vitamins up in the house. Now they're about to turn into fucking Mighty Mouses. If you get that reference, you're a real one.
There's rats in there, one vitamin away from being the Hulk.
So at first, everything starts out good, but then Jerri sees some metal in the damn trash. And this woman starts dogging everyone out.
Why is the metal recycling not in the metal recycling, boys and girls?
Which one?
The chair, the lamp, even the Christmas tree. I say where it goes, and it goes wherever you want it to go. Why am I talking at all?
We'll get the memo.
Do not throw away metal. If I see it again, somebody's going to hear my wrath.
Okay.
I do not want to
Get the
hear it
metal
again.
out.
She starts yelling like she's somebody's mama. Ain't no boys and girls up in this bitch. We all grown. She starts pointing imaginary metal in the trash, and she says she is very disappointed in everyone. Come on, environmentalists, get with it.
There's metal all in there. There's metal, there's metal, there's metal. You know, come on, environmentalists, get on with it. Pay attention to me. I'm really serious about recycling.
Bro, hold the hell up. No one ever said we were environmentalists. Who is we? Don't try to force your fake ass lifestyle onto me. Then she wants to try and threaten a motherfucker, talking about if I see it again, you're gonna feel her wrath.
If I see it again, somebody's gonna hear my wrath.
Okay, and you'll feel mine too, bitch. You think you're the only one that got wrath around here? I'll show you some damn wrath. So Jerri says she needs to go to the car to scream and get the wrath out of her body.
I'm seeing things I've never laid eyes on. I just want to go and scream. I'm going to my car. Don't get close to my car. I'm going to go scream and get this out of my body.
Really see much metal in here. I mean, that's not metal. That's plastic. It looks like metal, but it's plastic.
That's right. Get those demons out. The power of cleaning compels you. The power of cleaning compels you. They can't even find the imaginary metal she was talking about. This lady needs therapy and some damn Lexapro.
We kind of gave everybody the okay to just toss it, you know? If it doesn't look important, just toss it. And Mom lost it.
Tracy is like, Mom lost it. She lost it. Girl, your mom never had it in the first place. I think you should just cut your damn losses. I'm sure Tony would appreciate it. So they try to regroup and calm the situation, but it's too late. Jerri is already in her final true form. She's beating people down and talking to them like they're a group of badass kids. She's screaming for complete control. She said she wants everyone to do what she says.
And there's also some metal that got taken out. I know that they need to take it apart in order to recycle it.
They do not. I'm going to say it again.
Okay,
there
they
is
don't
a
need
level.
to.
They do not. I have
Either
never
way, we're going
recycled.
to keep it.
Listen to me. Nobody else, okay? I am the one that's telling you where it goes. When I tell you it goes to metal recycling, I don't care if it's plastic. Put it in metal recycling, please. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
If she says jump, you better get to hopping, bitch. And if she says something is metal, then it's fucking metal. She doesn't care if it's a damn couch. If she says it's metal, then it's goddamn metal. Y'all really just gonna stand there and let Mother Gothel berate you like this? Tony over there thinking that the child support payments don't really seem that bad after all. So they all just kind of let Joseph, Stal, and Jerri over here take control and treat everyone like shit. Except Tracy and Tony, they have finally had enough. Tony is like, look, I know the bitch is crazy and she can't help it, but goddammit, I just don't have the patience.
I know she doesn't mean to come across like that, but you can't. It was more than I could take anymore, so I had to go.
So Jerri and the others continue to dehaul the place, and they seem to make some good progress without Tracy and Tony there.
I've got about 30 minutes to fill the dumpster. I got a plan. I'm going in. Now the dirty's in here in front of me. There's plenty of this I'm moving. I probably will toss. I just haven't. I don't want to stop to think.
5 weeks later, and Jerri has been working on the house, allegedly. We see her steam mopping, the local junk man has came and got the metal, and she's talking some nonsense about how God sent her here to see how poor people are.
I wonder if God sent me here in this mode or this mindset to understand just how poor we are around here. Some people really are here.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but Tracy and Tony are stepping back into the house to see the transformation and if it's finally livable.
I would really love to just clean it all out and let them move right in. And I want to go to the islands, so it works out good.
Now, at first glance, it looks good. You know, you can see all the surfaces, everything is glistening and sparkling and shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, she really turned this place around. You know, she put some Fabuloso down. But then you notice shit in the background and in the other rooms. Shit is still crammed to the ceiling. What the fuck is up with all of that? And why did she keep all those rusty ass pans?
Everything's all put away, all out of the way. Wow. Yeah, they said it couldn't be done.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Wow. You can almost take a bath in here, it looks like.
This was such a pretty bathroom at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So Tony is not impressed, like at all. He said, yeah, she cleaned up a couple rooms, but I'm more concerned about what's living and breathing up in this joint, okay? I'm concerned about what lies beneath the walls, and I'm not spending a night over here until this bitch is fumigated.
It's what's inside the walls and under things and in things that concerns me for anybody's health.
Get the carpet up and, you know, to where it's actually livable again. You need to just talk to her.
Here's my concerns. I don't think it's livable until this house is tented and fumigated. That's just my personal belief.
She's gonna disagree with you on that.
I know, but I'm just from like a standpoint of what I've seen and the holes in the walls from the rats and what I can only imagine is living inside the walls. To me, that's the only way I would live here.
Then they start noticing exactly how much hoard is left in the house. Shit has been shifted and rearranged to create the illusion of cleanliness, but in reality, only 3 rooms have been cleared, and that includes a little bathroom. She also shoved a bunch of shit on the patio and has the nerve to have a sticky note up there talking about some damn yard sale.
You can't put this out in a yard sale.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
that.
I'm not gonna bother to clean these dishes
To sell
for
for
a quarter.
25 cents, right?
Yard sale? Even the rats don't want this shit. So they go back inside and Jerri is like, what do you think? Are you guys impressed? And Tracy is like, well, how long is it gonna take the whole house to be cleaned and ready for us? And Jerry's like, well, you know, I'm hoping I can get it in like some kind of condition in a few months. I don't know. Y'all the one want the house.
I guess our only concern or question is what kind of time frame or what are you thinking? How long would it take to get the whole house?
I would like it to be in some kind of condition for you to get into within a few months. You know, that's my concern. I don't want the house. You want the house. It's just too big, too much for me.
Really? Because it sounds like you want to get rid of that mortgage more than they want the house. Talking about some condition. What fucking condition? You do realize you're gonna have a whole grandbaby up in here, okay? This needs to be in prime newborn conditions. Tracy is happy about the 3 rooms being cleared, but she knows that her mom is never going to be the same again. Meanwhile, Jerri only cares about getting this shit over with.
I don't know what this disease has done to her to make her this way, but she's not the same person.
That means she just really wants to get rid of that mortgage so she can Hakuna Matata it up in your Florida beachfront fucking condo.
I want to go to the islands.
So this is how the episode ends. I really hope that Tony and Tracy did not end up taking that house. And is that maybe because I'm petty and don't want to see this lady escape her problems with 0 consequences? Maybe. But it's also because I really don't think Jerri cares that much about her daughter's family or what issues that her daughter will have to be dealing with when she leaves her this house. I think she would sell them the house as is, rats and all, if they were dumb enough to take it. She just wants to push her problems onto them. But a condo and some cocktails are not going to solve her deeper issues. And she has a lot of those. So eventually she will fuck herself over again because she doesn't want to face her flaws. Therefore, they will continue to be her downfall. And until she gets therapy and some proper grief counseling, Jerri is just always gonna be Jerri. Now, this leads us into today's Momo's Mindful Moment. Today's mindful moment is going to be about facing your flaws. Now, look, I'm not going to name any names, but I'm sure there are plenty of us out there who get a bit defensive when someone calls us out on our bullshit or brings up something that triggers you to get defensive. And while I think it's important to have some boundaries and stand up for yourself, I think it's a fine line between having a boundary and taking shit out on other people. It seems like some people take any kind of criticism as a personal attack on their character. Like, bro, you do realize we're all human, right? We all do our dirt, baby. We all take L's. We all fuck up. I mean, we are meant to be flawed. So it's okay. Just accept and acknowledge your flaws without tying it to your self-worth and ego all the damn time. Face your flaws so you can learn to work with them and find healthy ways to deal with them. That's called personal growth, or else you will end up being a Jerri. So no matter if you are a hoarder or a 600-pound food addict, remember that you fail, but you're not a failure. Thanks for watching, guys. Please do not forget to subscribe and like the video because Manager Nova is watching you. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you made it all the way to the end, type face your flaws in the comments below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Momo, and I'm out. Bye.